Radiation. Once come back to the radiation slide. Good morning, everyone. Yesterday we are discussing about the radiation. So once we look at the radiation previous slides, so once the previous slide, so here you can check it out. This all things are there. Yesterday we were discussing about the passive and all the things. So this will give a brief of these things so that we can complete it. So here yesterday we are talking about the passive solar energy and all the things. Here we can check it out. What is passive and active in the last class. So in the today class we can check to this one. So here we can check it how the form of the wavelength is going to come here. And also here we have kept some what is like picturization till where it is easy for us and also till where it is going to get the radiation in the form of a pictures one. It will be very easy for us to understand. So in the form of pictures, so that's the reason we have kept here. This is infrared rays which are very harmful for us. Till humans, buildings and honeybees up to here we have the microwave up to 1. So beyond that we are having the harmful ones, gamma rays, X-rays and ultraviolet and the visible rays we are having this problem here. So this is the diagram of that. And so in the next slide we'll be having the solar radiation. So again we are discussing about the solar radiation as discussed earlier. Global solar radiation is nothing but diffuse plus direct solar radiation. So these things, this slide is prepared for you in the exam point of view. When somebody is asking you to write the definition of direct radiation, you must write this definition. Diffuse radiation means this is the definition. And next, what is meant by the global solar radiation, then this is the definition. So these are the things where we are getting. So previous slides we have discussed already. Global radiation is nothing but the sum of these two. But what is that and all the things is mentioned here. Next one is what is the solar radiation spectrum, how the wavelength is going to vary, and also where the sun, so sunlight at the top of the atmosphere, and also black body spectrum, radiation at the sea level, and all the things we can check it out. And also we can see that the wavelength, how much wavelength we are having that, and all the things we are ultraviolet, visible, and also next one is the infrared radiations. These three are the parts we are distributed here. So this is the solar radiation spectrum. Coming to the next slide. So here we have discussed that one in the first slides and the second slide also already about the absorption of energy here. So absorption of energy, we have mentioned here some points here. So here, what are the points we are going to cover? Absorption is nothing but most radiation is absorbed by the earth surface and warms it. Next one, most heat absorbed and re-emitted by greenhouse effect molecules, further warming the earth. Reflection, and here we can check it out. Some of the incoming radiation is reflected by the earth surface and the atmosphere back out of the space. So some heat passes out into the space. So this is the things which are going to give. So when you're drawing the diagram, 41%, 51% is absorbing, and this is reflecting. You can write these particular points. What is absorption, reflection, and all the things in the incoming solar radiation. So okay, next slide we are going is. So here we can check it out what is meant by direct radiation. So we have discussed it earlier, what is the direct radiation, what is diffuse radiation, and we have seen the definition of it, and also what is the global radiation also. So here direct radiation means the sun is going to fall into the straightly onto the solar cell. That radiation we call it as a direct radiation. Next one is the diffuse radiation, means from the cloud we are going to get the diffuse radiation. The sun is, the rays are falling on that, and also we call it as like a few radiations are going to be scattered or also reflected, and here we can see the diffuse radiation from the clouds also. So that radiation we call it as the diffuse radiation. So here in this picture you can observe what is meant by direct and what is meant by diffuse. So coming to the next slide. Here basic idea of the things what we are having right now here is we are comparing with India as well as with the USA, both things, because it is very important for us. But this data we are collecting up to 2016, the last data which are available. So here we are having one thing is the solar power plant in the Tamil Nadu, which is going to generate 648 megawatts. Similarly, this makes it the largest power plant at a single location, taking the title from California. So here one positive point is there. Why this slide is mentioned at 2016 is that India has overcome the USA in this particular point in this solar power plant power generation in the entire world. So in the entire world, this is the first solar power plant which is having largest capacity of power generation here. 648 megawatts as seen in the slide. So it is importance of this slide. And next one is sun as a source of energy. We can check it out. Solar energy is made in the core, and also what is the temperature, and also what is the product of it, and how also the layers of solar system are formed and reaches there. This one is explained in this slide to give a brief idea about the source of energy. Next slide. So in the next slide, we are going to discuss about what are the principles of the solar energy. Basic operating principle as shown here, previous slides also, the sun radiation is going to fall on the solar cells. So that is nothing but the PN type semiconductors, or I think everybody know that PN junction. ECE triple students will be familiar with PN junction type. So here we call it as a P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor. The junction we call it as PN junction. So here you can check it out, the electron flow and the hole flow. Here N-type silicon plates we are going to use in the solar cells. We are using the silicon plates. This video will be shared in the active session while we are having the solar cell working principle of the solar cell. We will check it out in that. So how the sunlight is going to fall, and also how this PN junction system of the solar cell is going to generate the power. Here you can check it out. So these are the basic principles of the solar energy, or basic operating principle of the solar cell. Well, coming to the next slide. Here we can check it out, what are the various uses of solar energy. One thing is heating of the water, heating of the houses, distillation, and all the things you know that. The main thing is we can do it as a power generation also. I discussed in the unit 1, this by using solar energy we can produce electricity, and also in some parts of the European countries, as discussed earlier, the power produced by the individual houses will be sold to the power generation unit or to the government in the nearby, so that the government will utilize that units for all the people who are not having the power in the remote villages. So this part is also going on. So here also we can sell the units to the government when our house is so our solar plant or the solar cell which we are having on our house is sufficient for our household, and the extra thing we can supply it to the government, because the sun is not today it came, means tomorrow it won't come. It's not like that. Only unless until the climate changes, the sun will be fixed one. We are having the renewable energy. So that's the reason we can use it